and then you will understand everything better. Spring reminds us.
Yeah, spring is here, and YouTube is obsessed with planters again. Let's roast some viral videos, shall we? Welcome back, people, to Etsy Profit Check. Today, DIY planters, because apparently every damn person on YouTube has made one. We're picking 3 smaller versions to find out if they're worth your time or complete waste of it. So without further ado, let's get it done. Wood selection first, obviously. Most of these famous YouTube planter creators are American, so they just casually grab a cedar fence picket like it's nothing. Meanwhile, here in the UK, our fences appear to be made from something between cardboard and a mild disappointment. So we're improvising, as always. I'm using wood from a bookcase I recently disassembled. It's a bit thicker than a cedar picket, a minor detail I'll fully appreciate later in the video. For now, I'm blissfully ignorant and happily cutting it to size following the plan. These 3 planters are only slightly different, but conveniently requires exactly the same tools. All stuff your starter kit should already have. Table saw, pin nailer, wood glue, and maybe a circular saw if you're feeling particularly fancy that day. First up, WhosTheVoss, a channel with very respectable 187,000 subscribers. No pressure. WhosTheVoss is one of 2 creators today decent enough to share a plan with their viewers. A plan you should have no problems following whatsoever. Measurements are clear, cuts are straightforward, and even if you have never touched a piece of wood...
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Right, let's try that again. Small issue before we start. Turns out I've cut some wall pieces too wide while following the plan, the beginner-friendly plan, the plan I've just spent 30 seconds praising. We'll just quietly move past this. Aside from his very convincing helicopter impression, Voss is building the whole planter in a single cut. Genius level efficiency or peak laziness. Honestly, at this point I can't tell the difference, and I respect it either way. After correcting my earlier embarrassment, building these nail hedgehogs is actually fairly easy. The nail gun occasionally refuses to cooperate in tight corners, but nothing an experienced botch jobber like myself can handle, probably. It's important to remember to use a fair amount of glue absolutely everywhere, and I mean everywhere. Every corner, every joint, every surface that will ever come into contact with another surface. If you're not questioning your life choices while reaching for the glue bottle for the 5th time, you're simply not using enough. And this is one of the final steps, adding the top pieces to neatly cover all of our previous mistakes. Now, I did confidently send my miter saw back to Poland, thinking I'd never need it again. Turns out I was wrong about that, so no close-up of this particular bit. You're welcome. A few final nails to hold the floor and voila, done. First one complete. Only took a minor disaster and a missing miter saw to get here. Time to move on to the second one. Next is Selkirk Woodcraft, proudly viral, allegedly easy, 6k subscribers. We'll see about that. Completely unscripted, I promise. Most of people here glue on the edge and do exactly that. I heard it differently somehow. Disaster avoided, dignity partially intact. Moving on. This is the second build today with 3 plans provided, which in today's YouTube woodworking world practically makes them saint. Links are all in the description. You need to be fast while building these, and yes, the creator can't build them fast enough. We're all just nodding along to that one, aren't we? Remember the board thickness conversation? Turns out I should have listened to myself. There is no way these sideboards are covering this properly, so the gaps are staying. We're calling it rustic. Cutting miters with a tiny Japanese full saw? Not my finest decision. Technically possible, practically a nightmare. If you have a circular saw and a speed square available, use them. Learn from my suffering. I'm going to respectfully decline advice from someone who has clearly introduced a fair number of brad nails to their fingers. I'll attach the top board my way, the safe way. Thank you very much. And with that, we can finally move on to the allegedly relaxing build number 3. Crafted by Ray is a genuinely decent channel. Just a cool blog building cool stuff with no drama. Currently at 11,000 subscribers. No plans for this one, and yet somehow it's the easiest build today. You'll only need 1.5 inch wide strips. I'll let you enjoy some music while I crack on, but for a proper tutorial go visit Ray's channel. And make sure you stick around till the end. I've got something special for you. So these were surprisingly easy to build, even if you have no cedar pickets laying around. Will you make money on these? Locally? Sure, maybe. Etsy? Absolutely no chance against that competition. But hey, you're on Rare Craftsman channel, so we're not leaving it there. Let's make it better. Right, so real money means customization. Make them unique. Etsy is absolutely drowning in basic planters, so blending in is not the strategy here. Add something special and the profit potential is decent. But as always, I'll leave that in your very capable hands. 2 things. Hit like and leave a comment. It costs you nothing and means quite a lot. Something worth watching is waiting below, or swing by the channel for something completely different. Thanks for sticking around. See you next time.